Hey guys, it's Risto and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing another collab with Roboter, and today we're going to be making particles for his pets in his upcoming game. And today we're going to be doing this first set of pets, which are kind of snow winter themed ones, and I think these will be pretty cool. He said only really to do them for these rarer pets and not really the common ones at all. But I think these rarer ones will have some cool effects. I definitely want to show you guys how to make some nice snow particles and ice particles and stuff like that in this video, just because I've been meaning to do a video like that, but I will also just have like some simple sparkles and stuff, you know. But we're gonna get started, and I'm gonna go ahead and think of ideas for what we want to do for each of these. I think these more animal type ones will just kind of have maybe some simple sparkles, but then these snowmen can have their own sort of ice particles, and maybe this little dragon one too. These look pretty cool, and I think I definitely want to do something cool for these 5. We're gonna get started, and first thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and start by making a simple particle. Now, as always, when you guys are gonna make a particle that's kind of centered in an object, remember to add an attachment and then add your particle inside of that. Your attachment will be in the very middle of your object. Now we're just gonna go ahead and start by giving this a very widespread angle. I think maybe just that wide. You know, honestly, let's just have it come out every single direction. And we're going to pull this one aside just so we can kind of work on this independently from the other ones. Next thing we're going to do is get a sparkle particle. I think something like this one will look pretty cool. Let's go ahead and add that one. It's a nice particle. We'll go ahead and add some light emission, just because then the particles will actually glow. And we'll reduce the lifetime down to about 0.7 to 1 second, I think. Maybe a little bit longer, maybe just 1 to 1.2. And I'll go ahead and add a fade out like we always do, something like that, and there we go. Next we're going to need some size variation, so we will kind of reduce the size toward the end and kind of give it a envelope, excuse me. I would say envelope, it's probably envelope, I think, I'm pretty sure it's envelope. We'll go ahead and just kind of make a little bit of a envelope right there. And then we'll go ahead and add some rotation. We'll do negative 360 degrees to 360 degrees. Now they'll have a chance to be rotated in any single direction. Maybe honestly not that. Maybe we'll just kind of leave it as like negative 15 to 15. And then rotation speed will just do 10 to 20. And then they'll all kind of be pointing in the same direction for the most part, with having a slight rotation, maybe a little bit faster. Something like that, yeah. There we go. Now that's kind of a simple sparkle particle. There are a couple more things we could do, but I'm just gonna quickly change this up a little bit, and then we're gonna start moving on to the other ones. Now I just messed around with the speed a little bit, and I actually think it looks better with the lower spread angle, so maybe something like 60, just so they're kind of going up for the most part. But maybe we could put it in the actual part itself. I'm not sure. I think it looks better this way, but I think it looks good. We'll go ahead and actually do something else really quick. We'll just add a second one and give it a much smaller envelope, and this will be just kind of a smaller particle that'll also shoot out, maybe with less speed as well. There we go. We're just gonna go ahead and put this back on our other ones now, and we'll go ahead and add this to this one as well. I think actually this one is kind of a dragon, so I think we'll just leave that one like that, but we'll go ahead and add it into this deer, and then also into this little walrus. There we go. I think that's kind of cool. Maybe we'll just kind of remove off those for now. We'll go ahead and take our well, it's actually Yeti and our dragon. I think we'll just start with the dragon and put the same thing on the Yeti, but we're gonna make a kind of, we'll make another particle actually, or sparkle. Yeah, I'll take another sparkle, and then I think we'll kind of throw in some icy looking effects. First thing we'll start with though is I'll remove this extra one, and we will change the color of this one just to kind of give it that sort of blue color that the Yeti has. And make it fade into a white, I think, just because I think that looked pretty cool. And we'll actually darken this up just so you can tell a little bit better, I think. Yeah, something like that. And I'll go ahead and just drag it that way a little bit. There we go. And we'll actually reduce the transparency as well, something like that. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Now we are going to get another sparkle, and we'll go ahead and get a different texture for a sort of snow texture. I actually think I'm gonna pick a smoke texture for kind of a snowy looking particle, and we'll go ahead and make the speed very low, just like 0.5. Have no drag on it, and then we'll just kind of give it a very big size so it kind of covers the entire Yeti. I keep messing up my my windows. There we go. Yeah, so we can have something pretty big like that. We'll make sure it's kind of brighter though, just because I think it shouldn't look too bright. And we'll give it a longer lifetime, so we'll say maybe 4 to 5 seconds, and then kind of really get that snowy feeling. It's already looking way snowier, but we're gonna drop down the rate as well, and then I think we can have it should kind of fade in again. So if we fade it in, then it'll look more natural when they come in like that. And also I think it should start a little bit smaller and then grow. How about something like that? Maybe sort of an arc shape. I think it looks pretty cool. Let's kind of reduce the spread angle. I don't really know if we need any speed actually, but we will kind of mess with our rotation speed. We will kind of have a slower rotation speed, and our rotation can be any degrees now. That looks really cool. It might be a little bit big, so we're actually going to drop that down a little bit. We'll just bring this whole thing down just a little bit, and then I think we'll actually go ahead and drop our attachment down as well a little bit, because I feel like it might be too kind of dense in the middle. There we go. And then we'll also go ahead and mess with our transparency a little bit, just because I think completely opaque doesn't look that good. Okay, that's already looking pretty cool. Maybe a little bit faster rotation, maybe like 40 to 60, and then we can have a little bit nicer looking color or particle, something like that. There we go. So I'm not sure why it looks so high. It's probably because this particle is not really sure. I will give it a little bit of, oh, it's because of the speed. Yes, okay, of course. Yeah, bring the spread angle back, and then just bring the drag back. I think that's pretty cool, and I'll just go ahead and make another sparkle. Make this a little bigger again, but here we go. Maybe we can make this one fade out to white as well. There we go. I think it was a kind of cool looking sort of frosty aura particle. Make it start very blue. And now I'll go ahead and take this other texture, and we'll go ahead and switch it to a different little texture that will look better for some snow. So maybe this star. It's looking pretty cool. We're gonna reduce the speed on that, so it add some drag, and then also lower the speed. Now there we go. I messed around with the speed and the transparency a little bit. I think it looks really awesome. Real quick, we'll just kind of make this a little bit lighter, just because it looks too dark right now. And then we will see how that looks. I think it looks pretty cool. We might have a little bit more variation. I think that might look better if we had some more variation in the size. So we're just going to go ahead and give that size a little bit more variation. Let me do that. There we go. And now I think that looks pretty cool. Let's add the sparkle once again, just so we can kind of have everything have a sparkle. I think that might look pretty cool. There we go. Have that sparkle. And I might actually remove the light influence on all of these. Actually, I think it looks okay for now. Yeah, there we go. I think it looks pretty cool. And now we're going to move on to the next one. Now for a little dragon, I'll give a little bit of a variation, but then I have a really cool idea for the snowman. Right there we have a little kind of variation in that one, and now my idea for the snowman, actually very, very cool. And I'm actually going to go locked apart as well, just because going anywhere. Locked apart as well. You guys have particles and like they're on a moving part, just make sure you lock them apart if you want them to stay on the actual part. We're gonna go ahead and grab our snowman, and I think we'll grab the big one. Actually, no, grab the regular one first. And we'll go ahead and do the same thing. Attachment particles, but for this we have a different idea. We'll get rid of the we can keep that actually. We'll get rid of the sparkles though. I don't want the sparkles on this one yet. We might put them back on later, but that was the wrong one. Hold on. Okay, we got rid of the sparkles for now. And what we're gonna do is we're going to have these snow particles actually falling on the snowman. It look like it's snowing down on top of it. Have a little bit of a spread angle. A little bit. I don't know. We'll figure that out. But our speed will actually. We'll start with a negative acceleration first of all. So then they'll be going downward. And spread angle will probably be 0, 0. Speed will be -1. Particles are moved up a little bit. Okay, we have some spread angle. Should be kind of falling over the snowman like some snow. Alrighty, that's looking kind of neat. We'll go ahead and have a little bit higher spread angle. Sure. Should we have the Z offset? Have the Z offset above it, just so that the particles kind of look like they're falling above it instead of right into it. If that makes sense. I keep moving my two eyes. There we go. Our snow particle looks a little bit better, and we're gonna go ahead and just do some touch-ups real quick. And a little kind of snow cloud. And for a snow cloud, I think we'll just kind of have the same sort of thing. We'll give it a negative speed. Make these smaller instead, so get as big. Move some of these, and we're gonna. Actually, it should kind of. Yet. I don't even know where the particle went. See it. Hold on. Okay. I accidentally put -3 on the rate instead of the speed now. Meant to have on the speed. We're gonna get rid of that spread angle. So we're gonna have way less spread angle, just like 40 degrees. We're gonna go ahead and set this to 0 color. Here we go. And actually, even less spread angle, honestly. Because we kind of want it falling straight down. And we'll have this Z offset on 2, and this particle Z offset on 3. Now our snow is kind of falling on top of our snowman, and we'll go ahead and reduce the lifetime just a little bit. Give it a little bit of negative acceleration. Maybe not even that much, just that much. Go ahead and increase the light emission. I think that's pretty awesome. Let's make it a little more blue, and then it'll be looking pretty nice. Yeah, I think that's awesome so far. Maybe make it get a little bit bigger. I had to reset that size. I don't know why I even messed with that in the first place. But go ahead and make it get bigger towards there, and then at the end it'll kind of shrink again. I think it's looking pretty awesome. Now all I have left is just to kind of make a sort of little kind of cloud or swirl above it. So I think we might just use this as a base and then hit static. There we go. We'll go ahead and give it some squash. Just a little bit. Just a very little bit. And then we'll have a very, very tiny rotation speed. Just a tiny bit. Rotation will be just 0, I think. Is that the right rotation? No, I think it's be 90. There we go. Okay. -90 actually. Okay. There is our little kind of a little cloud. Do -85 to -75, I think. And we'll give actually a little bit more rotation speed, just because I think that'll look pretty nice. Now I'm confused why this particle is based the way I want it, but whatever, I'll figure it out. Alright, we're kind of getting something more that like I wanted. Make it more blue, and we'll kind of give it a little bit of a gradient. We'll make it a lot darker though, I think. Like this, like a dark kind of blue. Look nice? Not really sure. I think something like that could look good, and then maybe make it get darker towards the end. Or honestly, we might just leave it kind of brighter, I think. Kind of like a snow cloud. Give it a little bit of an envelope on a squash as well. just so it can kind of have some variation. I mean, have a negative envelope. I think it looks a little bit better. Maybe just increase the rate a little bit, and I think that looks pretty cool. Might need to increase this light emission. Yeah, I think that looks awesome. This is a pretty cool kind of snow cloud particle, and I think we will go ahead and just kind of add our particle back, our sparkle particle. Actually, we'll add the kind of smaller sparkle. So that's what we'll do. But we will go ahead and add a second attachment to this and then put it on there. Now, I think that looks pretty cool. I think that's all we'll do for today. I'll just go ahead and copy these into the other pets as well. Let me just make sure all of these attachments are locked apart, and then I think we'll wrap up the video. Go ahead and copy these, put it in this snowman here, put it in this snowman, put it in this snowman. And actually, we'll go ahead and make some recolors real quick. I'll just make like the cloud colors different colors, but to that at the end. If you guys did enjoy the video, remember, if you did enjoy it, please like, comment, and subscribe. And remember to join the Dev Center Discord and play Fun the Bananas. We're going to have an update out pretty soon, and we will be releasing a new game as well very soon also. Hopefully you guys enjoy that as well. But I'm going to go ahead and recolor these, and then I'll come back to you. There we go, guys. There are our particles, and hopefully you guys enjoy the video. All the stuff I said before. So that, kinda don't know how to end this video, but thanks for watching, and peace.